Hey guys, it's AXN here, back with another Destiny video. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Defender subclass for Titans in Destiny. This subclass is one of the most underrated subclasses in the game, mainly in PvP. People say that the Ward of Dawn or Bubble super is useless because it does not directly get you kills. However, it does provide you with unique utility. I will provide you with an overall tutorial on how to effectively use the Defender subclass and maximize its potential. As a Defender Titan main, I do know what I'm talking about, and I have a lot of experience with this class. By the end of the video, I hope you are more encouraged to use this subclass and to see its full potential. So let's start off with what your Defender Titan build should look like. For starters, the grenade that you should definitely be using is the Suppressor Grenade. This thing will help you get kills on targets, dealing 170 damage max, and as a side effect, like the name implies, it suppresses them. This means that the enemy cannot use their grenade, their melee, their double jump, or their super. Along with this, it completely neutralizes any ability that an enemy guardian is currently using. So yes, it can shut down supers. It's pretty much a shadow shot, but instead of being a super itself, it's a grenade that you can get every 30 seconds if you have max discipline, like me. For a jump, I would suggest using increased control. If you do not know what Titan skating is, I kind of feel bad for you because it is a very important ability for you to know. Basically, Titan skating is where you rapidly tap the A button twice while in the air to activate your lift for a brief second. After you start to descend again, press A and you'll start gliding at a very fast speed, literally making the Titan the fastest class in the game. Increased control gives you the best results while using this technique. Now for the Ward of Dawn super, choose between either Blessing of Light or Weapons of Light. Generally, I use the perk Blessing of Light for that extra overshield, because with a sniper rifle, I am confident in my skills to get headshots, negating the need for Weapons of Light. However, if you do use a sniper that has an impact class like the 1000-yard stare or higher, you will be able to one-shot people in the body while under the effects of Weapons of Light. This is very useful, but you do not have the same bulkiness for when enemies try to rush your bubble. These two perks are both very useful in very different situations. For your melee ability, I normally run with the perk Unbreakable just so that I have more tankiness after a melee kill. It allows my overshield to regenerate and immediately starts the regeneration of the overshield after you get hit. I feel it is a very underrated perk, but it has saved me countless times. If that is not your thing, however, use War Machine to rapidly reload while under the effect of your melee overshield. Now for my first stat mod, I use Titan Codex 1 for a nice balance between armor and recovery. My first passive perk that I choose is Bastion for a longer super. This extends the time that my Ward of Dawn lasts from about 30 seconds to 45 seconds. For my second stat mod, I use Titan Codex 5, again for the same reason, to balance out my armor and my recovery. And finally, the last perk that I use is Untouchable to get my bubble a lot faster. This reduces the cooldown by about 30 seconds, depending on your intellect stat. If you really feel like this is necessary, you can use the perk Illuminated to get you and your teammates enhanced effects from weapons and Blessing of Light. However, I feel this perk is less useful than just getting your bubble up faster. Some exotics that I would recommend for the Defender Titan would either be the No Backup plans if you're running a shotgun, or the Twilight Garrison for really any other situation. The No Backup plans, however, are very useful because it will activate your melee ability, giving you an overshield, just from getting a shotgun kill. The Twilight Garrison, on the other hand, is a key part in getting you out of bad situations in general, and it can get you back to your bubble a lot faster. Both these exotics are useful in very different situations and work well with the Defender subclass. The distribution of your intellect, discipline, and strength stats also depend on your build. If you're using a shotgun, prioritize intellect strength, while if you're using anything else, choose intellect discipline. Now, let's talk about one of my favorite things to do, which I have dubbed bubble sniping. This technique is a very good one to use if you do like to snipe, as it almost guarantees you a kill. As the name implies, you must use your super for this technique to work. You can use either Blessing or Weapons of Light, but I would still recommend Blessing as long as you can line up your headshots. The theory behind this technique is fairly simple. You aim down your sights while inside the protection of your bubble, and when your shot is lined up, you step out of the bubble just a very tiny bit until you see the purple glow around your screen lessen. There will still be some if you're in the correct place, allowing you to be inside the protection of your bubble while also being able to snipe your targets. Technically, you will still be able to get sniped while you're in this spot, however visually, it'll look like you're basically inside the bubble. This allows you to step out, quickly pull the trigger, and step back in, literally before your targets knew what hit them. This is not the easiest thing to pull off at first, but after a bit of time, I have a sense of exactly where I can pull the trigger and get the kill. If done correctly, you'll be vulnerable for less than a second, giving the opponent a very small window to kill you in, and also maximizing the effectiveness of your bubble. For some reason though, people can be kind of stupid. They will sit in one spot with their sniper aimed directly at your bubble, waiting for the exact moment when you step out and snipe them. However, they would have to have some sort of insane reflexes to be able to kill you while doing this technique, as you will know exactly where to shoot, but they would have to guess. The only times I do get killed while using this technique is when the counter sniper is a little laggy and they can get a 1-for-1 on me, or when I completely zone out and I don't see a shotgunner rushing towards me. That, and Fist of Havocs. If you do not want to snipe, using a shotgun can be effective too. You can easily defend your bubble with a shotgun. However, if you're using this, I would definitely say only use Blessing of Light. The overshield is far more important for winning up close and personal battles. Armor of Light can help you as well in these situations, but only when inside the actual bubble. People tend to not go inside the bubble, so it is practically useless except for in extreme cases. You can combine the two techniques, both sniping and shotgunning, if you use either the No Land Beyond or the Universal Remote. If you are going to want to do the sniper shotgun combo, I would suggest using Universal Remote for your shotgun over using No Land Beyond for your sniper, mainly because the Universal Remote still feels like a normal shotgun, where the No Land takes a little more time to get used to. As long as you do use your bubble in smart and strategic places, it is a very good option. It can tank 2 shots from a golden gun, it can waste people's Nova Bombs and Fist of Havocs, and completely protect you from Shadow Shot. Overall, the Defender Titan does what it's supposed to. It defends you and your team. Wasting an enemy super is one of the best things to do in PvP, and this class is the best at doing so. You will not get the insane kill sprees a Stormcaller could get, or the panic kill of a Striker, but you will be able to save yourself against others using them. Besides this type of utility, it is good to lock down an area inside of control, or ensure the revive of your teammate in elimination or skirmish. There is truly nothing wrong with using the Defender Titan. People just don't see its potential. Some pro players have called the Defender subclass terrible in PvP, but that's just not true. Fight the meta. I can ensure that this class is amazing. I am not the best at PvP, but I know what I'm talking about. Using this subclass, although it does take some skill to get used to, if you get good at it like me, you can surprise many people. But that will be it for today's video, guys. I know this video is longer than my usual upload, but I really wanted to show off this subclass. If you are a Defender Titan like me, make sure to drop a like down below. Even if you're not a Defender, check it out, and at least give it a chance. If you have any questions or comments, please do leave them down below, and I will answer them. If you really love this video, and would like to see more, make sure to subscribe. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.